I'm late for the review.
He's coming.
One Piece.
Okay.
Set sailing on the Manga Sea.
Hey, you guys, it's SuperKamiGuru9000, and this is our review of One Piece 672.
So are they even after One Piece anymore? What's up?
I don't know. They mention it like once every 300 chapters. Okay, so One Piece 672 starts off with the introduction of a new character called Welgo, and it looks like Law is having a hard time with this guy. He's obviously got some badass hockey or some weird devil fruit ability where Law can't even move. And then all of a sudden, as Law actually tries to get up to attack this guy, he gets struck down with Welgo's big black rod.
As if things weren't phallic enough, did we also mention this guy has a piece of meat on his mouth? We get to go back to the battlefield where Caesar Clown has just conquered over a lot of these characters. Him and his goons are really, really happy and everything. They're like, yay, we actually get to appear in a few panels. Woohoo! And, Caesar himself, he's taken down Tashigi, Smoker, Robin, Luffy. They're all just been dead. And, basically, it's just him saying, haha, aren't I a badass?
Most of it happens off screen, too, so it kind of sucks. You didn't actually see Robin or Frankie do anything except just lay there. The last part of this manga this week happens with Sanji, Zoro, and Brook, and the samurai dude that his name is Skip-a-da-da-head right now.
Skip-a-da-da-da-head thoughts.
So anyway, Sanji Nami jumps in the lake to retrieve his body, and the samurai dude looks like he's in Strugglesville because a shark is attacking his torso, and he's starting to bleed blood. Bleed blood. That's a redundant statement.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Nobody. So anyway, Sanji Nami ends up getting his body back, and they all attach him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so thank you! I'm so thank you!" And Sanji Nami's like, "Hey man, stand up. Come on man, have some pride." And they're surrounded by blobs, and they don't know what to do. And then the samurai guy, in a stroke of genius, is like, "Hey, I'll pull out my fire blade." And no one knows yet in that group that shit explodes.
Brook is so happy to see this too. It's great. He's so excited. Woo! And then there's this. But again, we get another guest star from Kubo, the author of Bleach, because he draws the explosion background. It's all white.
And I thought that this was pretty cool, especially the part where, he can cut explosions. You thought they're done for. They just lit a whole bunch of that slime on fire. And Zoro looks pretty interested in that guy's sword. So,
more phallic stuff there.
No, we're not going there at this time. Not this time, guys. No. And that's the end of the chapter. Okay, so what did Super Kamiguru think of...
Meat, swords, black rods. Sorry.
What did we think of One Piece 672? Well, besides the meat, swords, black rods, it was a pretty solid chapter. I was interested in the things that were happening. The one criticism I had would be the off-screening of, everyone else. And Luffy got taken out, and then Caesar Clown just off-screened everyone else. And I was kind of like, oh, I wanted to see that because his, powers are pretty interesting. And if it's just blowing puffs of poison in people's face, it's kind of boring, but I at least kind of wanted to see it. Then the Sanji Nami stuff, that's interesting. It's cool to see Sanji's really learning how to use Nami's body, and he has all of his powers. He can kick in the water and travel real fast and all that interesting stuff. And the samurai with his new sword is obviously really cool. That power is pretty much the only good thing that happened to the Straw Hats this week. And now they have some way of fighting the slime, which is obviously what that guy's purpose is in the story, I think. He's going to end up, falling in love with the Straw Hats and helping them fight the slime with his cool sword.
Extremely dialogue heavy though it may be, I really am enjoying One Piece right now. I haven't really been following the manga as of late, but now that I'm starting to get back on track of it, I'm really, really liking it. And one thing, I love when manga artists give the middle finger to the reader. Like last week we were given that tease at the end, we might get a mystery character showing up, and it ends up being this completely brand new character we've never seen before named Welgo, who, like we said, has a piece of steak stuck to his face, which just looks ridiculous.
It almost looks like, maybe it's like a gauze or a big Band-Aid, but it looks like a piece of steak.
It literally looks like a piece of steak, like a filet mignon that's been bit in half, that's just stuck to his beard. And, it's got the cross-hatchings on it. He's wearing a cross-hatched suit and everything. So maybe he just likes that type of stuff. I don't know. And he has, of course, the weird powers. Maybe it's a devil fruit. Maybe it's hockey. I don't know. But then you got Kinemon at the end. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I don't care. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. And, he has the fire sword, which is pretty damn awesome. And I have a theory here. And, at the end of the chapter, Zoro is obviously very enticed by the fact that this guy has a big fire sword. And, Zoro's a swordsman. I'm thinking probably at the end of this arc, either Zoro himself is going to learn how to use a fire sword, or Kinemon's actually going to give him that sword, because I think it's time that he got a brand new sword. And, that's kind of been a tradition for Zoro in the series. you know, he's always had, I think, the same like white one that he got from his childhood, but he always gets like some brand new upgraded swords. So I think that would be really cool if he got a fire one, because not only would he be able to cut through just about anything, he can now cut through explosions. Which
would make him very useful to the Straw Hat crew. Definitely.
But, yeah, this chapter was great. It was action-packed. It was funny. Had new characters. Art was good. Explosions. Nami boobs. Sharks. Blobs. It really gave you everything you wanted.
And that's why we're going to drop a 7 out of 10 on this bad boy. So let us know what you thought with your comments below. Tell us, what do you think? Is Zoro going to get that new fire sword? Do you want him to learn how to use some badass fire sword and like light things on fire, as well as have like his awesome demon techniques where he just blows everything up? It's going to be awesome. Hopefully he gets it. So let us know. And until next time, you guys, SuperKamiGuru9000 out. Oh, hey, wait, before you go, if you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Always helpful. Later, guys.